General Milley today at his retirement ceremony said, quote, "We don't take an oath from a wannabe dictator." Do you actually
Well, General
believe that he should
Milley,
be
what
put
he
to death?
did is really treasonous. If you look at what he said to China, he's either stupid or it's treason.
Take a look at what some Trump supporters in Iowa said over the weekend about when they were asked about Trump's comment about Mark Milley.
Treason is treason. There's only one cure for treason.
And what is that?
Being put to death.
Treason is treason, and we used to execute or imprison people for it. And all the treasonous actions I see now in this day and age is just thrown underneath the rug.
I know Trump's feelings about Mark Milley, and I agree. Why was he not before a firing squad within a month?
What's up, everybody? Major Retired Richard Ojeda here. And last month, Donald Trump claimed that retired chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff, General Mark Milley, would have faced execution in times gone by. Trump tried to portray General Milley's assurance to a counterpart that the United States was stable after Trump lost the 2020 election. Trump portrayed this communication as a heinous act of treason. That is the furthest thing from the truth.
We have this thing where, like, we can't be shocked anymore by what Donald Trump says, but we ought to be shocked by this. And over the last 8.5 years, he has said things repeatedly about the military, disparaging the military, showing he has no understanding or respect for the sacrifice of military veterans or those lost, the families, Gold Star families who've lost someone.
Donald Trump was full of defiance over the weekend, too. He spewed his usual garbage propaganda to an Iowa crowd. His brain-dead supporters cheered his execution threats against Milley as well. A few Trump supporters were asked for their opinion on the Trump statement. Without question, they stood behind their orange Lord and Savior. One jackaloon asked, why was Milley not put before a firing squad? And others repeated the phrase, treason is treason. One brain-dead cult member stated that there's only one cure for treason, and that's being put to death. General Milley responded to the controversy on CBS's Norah O'Donnell in a 60-minute clip. The two discussed Donald's inflammatory and insightful comments, and General Milley didn't hold back. Donald Trump turned the Oval Office into a three-ring circus, and world leaders questioned if America was collapsing. Milley gave an assurance to a Chinese counterpart that everything was still under control. Trump was unhappy about the comment that Milley made. The humiliation didn't stop there. General Milley explained that the military's role was to defend the U.S. Constitution, not individuals. During General Milley's retirement speech, he asserted that the United States military was unique. We do not take an oath to a country, a tribe, or a religion. Milley went on to say that we do not take an oath to a king or a queen, to a tyrant or dictator, and we don't take an oath to a wannabe dictator.
We don't take an oath to a country. We don't take an oath to a tribe. We don't take an oath to a religion. We don't take an oath to a king or a queen or to a tyrant or a dictator. And we don't take an oath to a wannabe dictator. We don't take an oath to an individual. We take an oath to the Constitution, and we take an oath to the idea that it's America, and we're willing to die to protect it. Every soldier, sailor, airman, Marine, Guardian, and Coast Guardsman, each of us commits our very life to protect and defend that document, regardless of personal price. And we are not easily intimidated.
Donald Trump doesn't like being challenged by anyone, even when he is outclassed and in over his head. Donald has a false sense of superiority, even though he is usually the dumbest one in the room. Trump supporters are some of the most ignorant and cruelest people out there. These ill-informed jackasses won't even educate themselves and read the charges against Trump, yet they think that they are the subject matter experts. Donald Trump loves the undereducated, and it's obvious why. They're as stupid as he is, and that is an absolute fact. Sappers clear the way, airborne all the way.